Hi guys, yeah, it seems like I'm gonna stick with this echo for a little bit. Vinland Saga. I think it's the story that I needed to watch right now, cause if anyone has watched Vinland Saga, I think you understand what I'm talking about. I think you understand what I'm talking about. The thing with Vinland Saga is it's pretty much a revenge story. I would have to say it's Tarantino in manga form or like in anime form because it's set in a place where it's during the Viking raids, you know what I mean? Everybody's out here looking for Odin's favor. It is wild. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of action, but I feel like the thing that makes Vinland Saga something that everybody respects and loves the most is I guess it has to be with the revenge plot, the revenge story. Our main character Thorf is going through a lot, I have to say. I'm not gonna spoil the story for anyone because I don't do this with a lot of stories because I think when you say this it makes you sound very pretentious. It makes the story sounds even better than it actually is. But with Vinland Saga, I'm gonna have to say like I can't spoil any of the details. All you need to know is a revenge kind of story, and it has a lot of nuance, has a lot of substance. I would have to say, which is better, which is done better than most revenge plots because like, hey, a lot of the revenge ones are focused on the singular point of view of the character, only one perspective. Or if they give the second perspective, it's just basically talking about, oh, you killed my father, you killed my father, you deserve to die, you deserve to die. They make it for those OGs out there. It's pretty much like the old Chinese movies, the old Chinese kung fu movies, which everybody loves. I think I should probably watch a couple of those. It's been a minute, but yeah, I would have to say like it does something where you get multiple perspectives. You get the perspective of the antagonist, you get the perspective of the henchman, you get perspective of literally everybody that's in the what you call camp. You get the whole majority of the army story, of course. It really is a well-rounded story. I feel like it's very difficult to just even attempt because not a lot of manga writers do that. Like the best kind of writers that are able to infuse different perspectives just to one person is like very few. So like for example like Togashi, Hunter x Hunter has those moments where you see different perspectives, and usually at the peak, for example the Chimera Ant arc, you usually do have those moments where you're just like, yo, everyone's perspectives matters, you know what I mean? Even to like the one guy you didn't think mattered in the beginning of the arc now is actually an integral part of the whole arc, which I find pretty awesome, you know what I mean? The reason why I've been actually watching Vinland Saga is because a lot of people have been recommending it to me. Like all my anime friends are like, Vinland Saga, oh, based Thorfinn. You know what I mean? So like a lot of them have been really saying like this is the story that we needed for this century, and I do kind of feel that way because like Thorfinn is very relatable, in the sense that most of the time I think people of this generation really react to trauma or just like anything that is negative with either sadness or rage, and if it's not sadness or rage, it's apathy. I just find it very relatable. It's like Chainsaw Man, you know what I mean? You feel the depression. The depression. I like the fact that nowadays people actually care about the main character and are not like, ooh, whoa, how cliche that you actually care about the main character. Ichigo? You love Ichigo? Oh, so cliche. You love Naruto? Cliche. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'm actually enjoying Vinland Saga. It was a pleasant surprise. And yeah, I just realized that it's coming out next year around like the 2nd or the 6th. I don't think I'm going to really post that much in the beginning of January. But yeah, man, like I have to say, Vinland Saga is probably one of the best anime I've seen in a long time to actually get me on that emotional journey. Yeah. So get on my face, man.